Well, other than the third quarter, the Raptors looked absolutely great all game long, and they dominated the Milwaukee Bucks, beating them 122-100. And that's what we're talking about. Third straight win. Raptors are getting rolling again, right? 9-1 in their last 10. That one loss was to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they are 17-7 on the year, looking very, very good. Now, lots to talk about. First off, let's break down the quarters, because this is where things got crazy for the Raptors. They were up 10 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, therefore 20 at the half. Then they were down. Then they lost they lost the third quarter by 10, so it was back to a 10-point game. Then they won the fourth by 12. Bottom line, they dominated most of the game, 3/4 of the game, literally, and got the win. And I know people have been talking about in the comments, obviously, the it factor. And I know we don't really have that, right, as of right now. I mean, if you think about that one guy that's going to be the guy to go all the way with you, for example, LeBron James, right, that kind of guy, we don't have that. And you know what? It's so tough to find. Can DeMar DeRozan, can Kyle Lowry be it? We've seen it. Right? We saw it last year. I know it was just a regular season game. Remember when Kyle Lowry hit that clutch 2-pointer against the Cleveland Cavaliers to win that game? That was the it factor. He had that factor. That was that game, right? You just got to see it more on a consistent level. And we saw it tonight. The Raptors were on fire, shooting 51% from the field and 56% from deep. 14 of 25, 86% from the line. I mean, plus 11 on the glass. I mean, just absolutely unbelievable game by the Raptors today. And they got the win. They got the win, and that's really all that matters. And just a tip of the cap, though, to Antetokounmpo and Jabari Parker. Those two guys are the cornerstones of that franchise's future. And, man, do they look good. I mean, they look good. Antetokounmpo had 30 tonight, as he did in game one when we faced them. I think he had 31 that game. And Jabari Parker had 27 points, both on very good percentages. They looked very good. Very good future for the Milwaukee Bucks in that sense. But for the Raptors, DeMar Carroll, 13-7. He looked darn good. JV, double-double, 11-13. DeRozan gets 30. It's been a while since we've seen that, but he knocks down 30. And he shot, 7 of 11, so 63%. Also perfect, 15 of 15 from the line. Very good. Kyle Lowry, 18 points. Only 3 boards, but he had 7 assists to go along with that, and also a steal. Kyle Lowry's Kyle Lowry. He also shot 5 of 9 as well, so he's shooting very well as well. But another big reason of why this team is winning is the play from the bench guys. Corey Joseph, yes, only had 6 points, but he had 4 boards and 7 assists as well. Terrence Ross, obviously, 25 points off the bench, a season high for him, and he looked darn good. Bebe, once again, using his length to make shots so difficult for the opposition. 5 points, 5 boards for him. Powell, in 8 minutes, had 7 points. Just some very good play all around by the guys. And you know what? This is a game where you're like, the Milwaukee Bucks have been playing some pretty good ball of late. They're a team that's kind of hovering around, and they aren't playing great of late. They lost 3 in a row. However, at one point they were playing good ball, and they were a plus 500 team, and they're looking okay. But they're having a tough stretch right now, and the Raptors, once again, just pounded in a team that's struggling at the very moment. And they did what they had to do, right? And that's the kind of thing we got to look for, right? Is a team that is vulnerable like them, right? Like the Lakers when we played them, things like that. And you got to take advantage of that, and they did. Raptors have an off day tomorrow, and they play Wednesday in Philly against the 76ers. So that really tough first bit of the schedule has kind of evened out, and now the Raptors are playing some teams that they should be beating, and they are beating. Right? Would I've liked to beat Cleveland a couple of times? Absolutely, but it is what it is. That's why we play. That's why we watch. A game in Philly, you expect to win again. I mean, that's just what we do. You go to Philly, Philly comes here, whatever, you expect to win. And just a quick kind of further note, the Thursday they have the day off, and then Friday they take on the Atlanta Hawks back at home. So again, another team that has been playing of late. They've won their last 2, but still not the same. You know, a team that you can beat down and beat. Obviously, Millsap will be back. He is back now, so a different kind of look in that sense. But still a team that you can beat down and get the win, right? So the Raptors can go on a good string here. They just got to do their job and win the games. I mean, that's all they can really do. Very impressed, obviously, all around by the guys tonight on the defensive end, only giving up 100. And obviously scoring 122 is obviously a good thing. And the crazy thing is, the Raptors have, well, at one point, I'm pretty sure it stayed the same, the second best field goal percentage in the league behind obviously the Golden State Warriors. Wow. The guys in the offensive end are doing absolutely amazing. Defensively, we have seen some woes. We've also seen some very good games like we did against the Lakers where they only gave up like 80 points, I think it was, or something around there. 100 on the dot isn't too bad, especially in this day and age, right? We're not going to see those 80-point games too often. You know, the 90s and the 100-point games, it's going to happen. And we saw even 100 today. The guys look good. They got the win. I love it. So, that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hey, hit that like button. If you enjoyed the game, hit that like button because it was an entertaining game. You know, it was a very fun game to watch. A lot of energy, a lot of T-Ross threes racking it up. Love it. And subscribe if you guys haven't already. You know, I really do appreciate it. And hope to see more of you guys joining up. And comment down below what you guys thought of the game. Who was your player of the game in this one? Would you give it to DeMar for having 30? Would you give it to T-Ross coming off the bench hitting 25? Kyle Lowry just being Kyle Lowry? Who would you guys give it to? Let me know in the comments. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, Leafs edition. Sharks, Leafs, and also Wednesday, Raptors, 76ers. We'll see you guys then.